Have you ever wanted to start your own hedge fund? Well, what if I told you that in the cryptocurrency markets, there are protocols available that allow anybody to build their own cryptocurrency hedge fund without any of the old school hoops that people had to jump through before? So if you've ever seen movies like The Big Short and we're super inspired to go out and start your own hedge fund just because of how much cash was actually being made during those times and currently being made by current hedge funds, well, now anybody can build their own hedge fund and allow people to invest in them and earn fees just like a traditional hedge fund would. And in today's video, I'm going to show you just exactly how you can start your own cryptocurrency hedge fund today if you'd like, by showcasing some protocols that are really changing the game for just about anyone to earn an income now. Now anyone can build their own cryptocurrency hedge funds without having to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars in lawyers and legal documents and all these other hurdles that people usually had to go through, and people usually who are already financially really wealthy can afford to do. So if you're already a multimillionaire or a billionaire, these people traditionally are the ones that already started their own crypto funds. So it's a really new paradigm that we're living in, that now anyone can start their own hedge fund in the cryptocurrency space. So that's really cool, and I'm really excited to share that with you today. Now remember, this video is for educational purposes only. I am not giving you financial advice, so please do your own research when you're investing in any sort of digital asset. And I'm also giving away a free Ledger hardware wallet. So if you've ever wanted to have a Ledger hardware wallet, leave me a comment for your chance to win a free Ledger wallet. The comment can be about anything. You could comment about the video, anything about cryptocurrency. Just leave me a comment in this video for your chance to win a Ledger hardware wallet. Ledger is one of the best hardware wallets people can get today with the most privacy, and they have some amazing support that will help you set up your Ledger wallet. It's just a really neat hardware wallet for you to store on a USB, and in my opinion, it's one of the most secure wallets you can get if you don't want to store your cryptocurrency online. So definitely leave me a comment to enter for your chance to win a free Ledger hardware wallet. So the protocol is called Enzyme. Enzyme used to be Melon Finance, and Melon Finance was basically a prerequisite. It was sort of like a beta test that was allowing people to build applications on Ethereum, build portfolios, I should say, on Ethereum, and then sort of see how many people can get into those portfolios based on performance. So they had a bunch of portfolio managers. All you had to do is pay some ETH gas. And at the very beginning, you could only add a few crypto protocols at the time. There was only about like 10 or 15 that you can choose from. So you really had to get creative with how you were going to see gains on your portfolio to bring money not only to yourself in terms of fees, but also return money for your investors. And basically what Enzyme Finance did is they recently redid their entire protocol. They added so many more cryptocurrencies that you can now add to your portfolio, which basically gives you more flexibility if you're trying to build a very profitable portfolio. And they're really empowering just about anyone now to go out and start building these top applications. Of course, they have some really good protocols. I mean, they'll only have protocols that I think meet certain criteria in terms of market cap and following, etc. And you can just see from a snapshot point of view, they have these protocols listed, and basically what you're going to do if you want to build a portfolio is you'll add percentages. So let's just say you wanted to build a portfolio and you wanted to have Aave, you wanted to have Compound, Synthetics, and Uniswap. If you wanted to have those four, maybe you can cut your portfolio to be 25% Uniswap, 25% Synthetic, 25% Compound, and 25% Aave. Or maybe you wanted to be a little bit more bullish on Aave and do 50% Aave and then split the difference of 50% between these three protocols. That's where really the creativity comes when you're wanting to build your own portfolio, is basically allowing a certain percentage on the protocols that you think have the best chance of performing well, maybe over the quarter or over the year, and basically putting more percentages on those cryptocurrencies. That way, if those cryptocurrencies do pan out to be very profitable in terms of price action, they're growing tremendously, then your portfolio balance will also grow depending on how much you've allocated towards those specific cryptocurrencies. So when you take a look at the Enzyme Finance app, you can see already some of the portfolios that have been performing well over the past year. I mean, some of these portfolios have some crazy market cap. I mean, look at this one. This one almost has $100 million in market cap. So this fund is earning pretty decent fees if you think about it. And you can see since its inception date is 15.58%. So they're up 15% since its inception. And this month, they're already up almost 27%, and it's really cool because, wow, you can even see some of these are up 50%. And, the market caps are pretty modest, but overall, you're able to see what these portfolios are made of. So let's look at the one that has the highest right now for the month. Wow, for the year, this one's actually up 187% since its inception. So before I dig into this, what that means is people who've invested in this fund have already almost doubled their money. So this is really powerful when you think about it, not just for people who are wanting to build crypto hedge funds and, do all that jazz, but for people who also are not too familiar with crypto markets and who don't really know where to allocate their capital and feel more comfortable putting their capital towards a fund that has people who are managing it, who are very familiar with the cryptocurrency markets. And so this is really good for also beginners who are investing in crypto, because beginners don't even need to invest directly in cryptocurrencies one by one and hoping one does, really well. What people can do is they can take a more conservative approach and come to a place like Enzyme Finance and look at the funds that are doing really well and basically buy into the fund. So whatever the fund returns, they get that return on their capital. So it's a way for people to hedge their bets who are beginning in crypto and basically piggyback off the knowledge of people who are more knowledgeable in cryptocurrencies and want to still get a really good yield. I think of it more as like a traditional way where people get 401ks and they open up retirement accounts. It's basically doing the same thing. What those funds are doing is basically buying into the stock market, and they're earning a ton of fees and they're doing all sorts of things that you have no idea what's going on. And you'll see if you're returning money over like 10 years, 12 years, they're buying indexes, they're buying mutual funds, things like that. And now you don't even have to go through that route anymore. You can just go directly to the funds yourself in cryptocurrency and see which funds are doing really well if you're a beginner investing in crypto. I think it's really cool. It opens up an opportunity for people who are just getting started in crypto, or for people who just want a more passive approach to earning income in the cryptocurrency space. People just want to put funds, not have to worry about it. So they'll come to Enzyme Finance, find some really good funds, and just basically place their cash there and hopefully get a return on that. So it really works out both ways for people who are wanting to earn cash simply in a passive way by putting it in a fund, and for people who want to earn cash by managing their own fund and putting their crypto ideas together. And hopefully you have good ideas and you can build a profitable hedge fund or crypto fund. So that way you'll attract more investors to your fund and just grow over time that way. So I think it's really cool on both ends. So it just basically allows people to earn a decent income without having to go through some of those hurdles that having to start a traditional hedge fund would cost. I mean, if you wanted to start your own hedge fund in the traditional world, it would probably cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. You would need to get a bunch of lawyers. And now you can do this all without all of that jazz, and you can do this in a decentralized fashion. So let's just take a look real quick at the top performing fund just to see how they're earning income, what type of fees they're earning, how many depositors. Awesome. So you're actually able to see a really cool snapshot, month to month to month. So if you're wanting to invest in one of these funds, you can see basically how they're doing on a monthly basis. The average is about 16% that they're returning to their investors. They have 12 depositors. And let's just see, the denomination is USDC. Cool. Let's see the fees. So this is pretty cool. So this fund is basically earning 5% a month on the total performance of their portfolio. So whatever their balance is in their portfolio, they're earning 5% on the performance fees. So 5% of however much their market cap is pretty decent when you think about it, and that's paid to them on a monthly basis. So they really have an urge, you would think, to make this as profitable as possible so that way they can get a larger market cap, because the larger the market cap, the more cash in fees that they're going to earn. So that's something to consider. If you're wanting to start your own crypto hedge fund, I would look at some of these funds and basically see how they're set up. I would see what their rules are, what the financials are, what their fees are, and basically see if you can build a common denominator sheet and say, okay, these are what some of these crypto funds are doing. Maybe I can model some of these if I wanted to start my own fund. And you can also see how their assets are holding up. So they have a balance of this in RGT, they have this many in ETH. So you can really see what their portfolio makeup is, and how each cryptocurrency within their specific portfolio has been performing. So this is definitely something to check out if you're wanting to start your own crypto hedge fund. I'm not going to go through the entire process of starting your fund right now. They do have a white paper, and they do also have a step-by-step guide. So if you did want to get started by building your own crypto hedge fund, check out their white paper, check out their documentation, and it'll show you exactly what you need to do step by step to get started today. All right, so the next protocol we're going to look at now is called Tokensets. So if you just go to tokensets.com, you'll be able to see, if you're wanting to invest in funds, you'll be able to see all of the different crypto funds that are available. And you can also see what their performance is. So you can see if you're wanting to invest in funds directly, you can see what their performance has been and basically invest in some of the ones that you think are the top performers. Now, for the exciting stuff, if you wanted to build your own fund, I really, really love the UI and the simplicity of Tokensets when compared to Enzyme. They're both really good. It's just a little bit different when you're able to onboard a little bit easier, and I really like how easy it is to onboard on Tokensets. So check out both, but I'll just show you how easy it is to build a token set on Set. So if you're wanting to build your own fund and earn fees and do some really cool things in the cryptocurrency space, then all you'll need to do is click on create your set, and now you'll be on this screen right here, and it's basically super simple. So just click on get started, and here's where the magic happens. So this is where it now allows you to begin building your own fund. So let's just say I wanted to add Aave. I can add Aave there. Let's say I wanted to add a compound. I'll just type in comp. There it is. Let's say I wanted to add Mirror Protocol, which is a synthetics platform. And let's say I wanted to add Maker. There we go. I mean, you could really add as many protocols as you like. There's no limit to how many protocols you can have. But here's how easy it is. So once you add your favorite protocols, let's just say I wanted to do 60% Aave. I just have to do this little bar right here. I just have to move it to whatever percentage I want, and then I'll just hit lock right there. And then let's say I'm a little more bullish on Mirror. So then from Mirror, I'll go ahead and do, let's say, 15%. There we go, or 18%. I'll lock that in right there. And now it'll automatically split however much I want to do here. So let's say I'm a little more bullish on Maker. I'll lock in Maker right there. And then the rest would be in compound. So the total will always make up 100%. So that's really cool. You can just set whatever percentage of an allocation that you'd like. And then you just need to click on continue. And now you'll be able to create whatever index you'd like. So you can name it whatever you'd like. So, best DeFi index, create a symbol. I'll just use this example right there. And then the starting price. So maybe you just want to keep it at $100. I'd basically leave everything as default. Then you'll hit continue. And boom, this is basically what your fund's going to look like. So the way this will work is people will buy shares at $100 a piece. So what this is doing is it's selling shares of your fund to investors, and they'll earn however much percentage the entire fund goes up. That's what their earnings are in profits. And to purchase your index, they're basically going to buy your index for starting at $100. So for $100, they'll split that up between Aave, Comp, Mirror, and Maker. So however much $100 buys of these four protocols is what they're going to get in that one specific share. And that's really fascinating because now people can invest in multiple protocols all within a single index. So they get exposure to multiple protocols at different percentages. And this is how easy it is to publish this. All you need to do is agree to their terms of service, and then it'll just tell you how much ETH you'll need to pay to publish this set. So to then publish your set, you'll just click on publish, and that's it. And if you wanted a more cheaper alternative to Ethereum, if you don't want to pay those higher gas fees, then explore what they have available on Polygon and build a portfolio that way if you want to save on some of those fees. And it's just really cool to see what's happening right now in the crypto markets, because now anyone can basically build their own index and start earning not only fees from their index, but also allow people to earn an income without having any sort of knowledge on the best cryptocurrencies. You can have all the knowledge in the world, and now you can apply it to an index and start earning profits that way, and also sharing that knowledge with others. So that way you as a potential hedge fund owner and people investing in hedge funds can both earn an income. Well, there you have it. Now you can start your own cryptocurrency hedge fund today if you wanted to. I just think the innovations that are happening right now in the cryptocurrency space are absolutely mind-blowing when you really put them together, because traditionally doing things like this was next to impossible just for the everyday person. Now, if anyone can start their own cryptocurrency hedge fund, who knows what brilliant ideas will come to fruition now that everyone now has an opportunity to participate in this space without having to have hundreds of millions of dollars in capital just to get started, or some really hardcore connections. Now it's a level playing field, so the best ideas now are going to win without all the limiting barriers of entry from the traditional financial system. So it's a really exciting time to be in the cryptocurrency markets. I can't wait to see what these protocols evolve into over time, and just the brilliant funds that are going to be made in the future. I'm just really excited to follow this space closely, because in my opinion, when you release something this powerful, I mean, who knows how high the sky can go for these funds and for these protocols. So it's really exciting. Check out these protocols if you want to get into some of this cryptocurrency investing space. And remember, if you want a chance to win a free ledger, leave me a comment below. It can be a comment about this video, something you think about cryptocurrency, anything you find fascinating that you think is informative. Leave me a comment below and you'll now have a chance to win a free Ledger hardware wallet. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you found it resourceful. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.